Hey everyone, Stories here, and today we're reviewing the biggest special is this not from Transformers or G.I. Joe's. Today we're reviewing the biggest special is the one only, when I found this at the Walmart bot. It is one only, Finest 3 Endoskeleton Classic Freddy and Withered Freddy. This is one thing I was looking for so bad. When I saw the Walmart, when the first time I saw it, I was freaking out. So yeah, here's the Series 1 of Freddy Finest 3 Endo Series. Basically sort of like a Marvel edition, plays a gimmick. There was also Finest 3 line. When Finest 3 lost license in Funko, Jazz Wars take over. If you remember my review of Finest 3, the Funko's line, I did review it, cover it. So now I'm very excited with this. So here is the Finest 3 Endo Series, which is a new line. It says Classic Freddy for FNAF 1 and Withered Freddy for FNAF 2. AKA the prototype Freddy. That's what the Vanessa from Finest 3 2, that's what she said from the film. He mentioned it. So here's some server piece and shows a little featured gimmick and show how to put it in simple pieces, including glowing eyes. And on the back of the box, and that's pretty much it. There are no bios, no re-ups, no nothing. And you can see it shows the features Endoskeleton to this. Down below it shows the other figures available. There's Freddy Fazbear, or Classic Freddy. There's Classic Bonnie, which I had this one. I'll do the next one. And the last two, Classic Chica and Foxy. I definitely need these two. The last one, I think it's available at GameStop, I believe. If you get this for time runs out, it gets sold out forever. It will cost $100. So anyway, let's take a open up. Let's take a look at the classic Series Classic Freddy or Withered Freddy out of the package. Alright, we're back, guys, with the Freddy out of the package, but in his skeleton, you can see he comes with two separate pieces. One for Classic Freddy, the other one is the Weathertronics. Really excited looking forward to this. He's about 6 inches tall, but let's take a look at the skeleton itself, and he's about ready to fall over the course. Now the head sculpt looks pretty phenomenal. Looks light as how he looks in the video game. It's kind of a little creepy. It does a little mouth open in piece. It does a little peg holes. That's where it goes and put a Freddy suit. We'll get into that second. And overall, did a nice little detail in the backs. Not the other details. I think overall looks pretty nice and very disturbing. Now before we get to the Freddy suit itself, let's take a look at some articulations. Articulation, you have heads on rotate 360 degrees, nothing swivel. His arms goes up and down, goes in and out. No bicep swivel. Then to the elbow, wrist movement, does hand movement. He has a ball joint waist 360 degrees, and his leg is forwards and back, goes in and out. He has a thigh swivel. Then then in the knee, and single fit. So that's about a really cool articulation posables. Now, let's get started putting the assembling the frame itself. First, let's untake his little cross piece. But first, let's take a look. Look at the board. Now, first, let's put a piece again. That goes piece look like that. Just that. Looks like a warble. Now next, let's unpeg his goes connect here. Oh, it snapped the piece. Oops. Now next one. No wait, that goes in the shoulder. Goes solo like that. Now there's exactly sing. No, that was a. We'll get it in a second. Let's see. That's the need. That's Freddy's need. No, that was the need. Okay, I'm super confused. Hold on a second. That goes like that. Goes like that. And that one goes like that. Something, but no, that's not right. So I figured out that was peg goes like that. Oh yeah, I think it's right. No, I think it goes like that. But apparently as well as it goes like that. So rotate. Now next one. I'm not sure what's. Oh yeah, I think that goes to like. Come on. I don't want to break the piece. Why is it not open? Hold on. Okay, that's gonna really 120 hours. Just like that. Did I put the wrong? That. Okay, so I put a peg in and I use a hot water or hair dryer, but this one is really heavy. Why is it not open? I'm gonna take a break. Okay, we're back, and you can see I took it out finally because this took me forever. I was really paying in case. Now continue. So untangle it here. Goes like that. Then goes here. Next. Oh. Whoops. Now did exactly the same. Did I put the what's it? I think it was here. It's not here. I think that goes. Does that. And first you take his little hand here. Similar to a mobile legend. Snap like that. Moving on to what's it do with this thing. Because connect here in his neck. It's like that. Snap like that. And finally, we'll do this thing to unconnect his, remove his little hollow piece that goes connect like that. And there you go. Here's Freddy Fazbear's complete. Whew, that is a lot of pain. He's about 6 inches. Now, their articulation is pretty much saying he does mouth rotate. He does a little mouth open. Looks pretty nice once. His arms and down goes in and out. Can't get out because hit it by. Nice little detail. I think a good job how it looks in the video game. But in the movie, he's now brown, darker brown is one. Let's take a look at the head sculpt. Looks cute, but kind of creepy. I like he has detail. And he has mouth articulation. Nice little detailed teeth. So overall, this looks really nice in detail. My only nature can overall rest in nice detail. Once. So that's all looking pretty faster. Now let's want to switch to the Weathertronics. I'm not going to show it, but I'm going to skip this. Okay, we're back with the Withered Freddy's here. I put it together. We swap it, and like I said, they're pretty much the same, except his ankle. My God, I was trying to put it the foot. It is a nightmare. You're supposed to put a foot. It doesn't fit us, but thankfully you have the hot water boil or blow dryer. You can fit his feet. So and put it to go. So now, let's take a look at Withered Freddy himself. The head sculpt Withered Freddy, or Prototype Freddy, that's what Vanessa said in the FNAF 2 movie. They call it Prototype Freddy, not the Weathertronics in the movie. In the game, they call Weathertronics, but in the movie, they call Prototype Tronics instead of... In case you didn't know, he was a prototype version of Freddy Other before it was replaced by Toytronic instead. I think that the next good job is kind of a little creepy. It's creepy. It has a teeth, a nice little teeth. And you can see it has a little teeth here. It has goofy teeth. It's got a little nasty teeth. It's got little holes and scratches. I think did a good job of how he looks in. It's down the bottom. It's a little some kind of peg hole as well. Now, my only complaint about this figure, he does not come with a surgery. No microphones, no nothing. It would be kind of shame, but that kind of disappointment. I mean, the articulation did nice, well, kind of similar to Marvel Legends. Looks better than the Funko one. What else? It does a little nice articulation when it poses and make a cinema like it did the film. However, he cannot sit because he falls over. So there's my review of Finest Freddy, Endoskeleton, Freddy Fast, Classic Freddy, and Weathertronics. Or Withered Freddy, sorry. Overall, this is actually pretty good at looking, pretty fun when, I mean, like I said, this connected piece is kind of a little tough, especially if feet connect. It's just kind of hard. It's just kind of frustrating as well. So overall, it's a nice and cool display that you're a fan of the Finest Freddy 1 or the Finest Freddy 2. Doesn't matter what you want to inverse. It decides you want to match it, put a display in your collection, or make recreate Joy Creations that fan made. So, like I said before, I'm really excited to get these ones. There was already a Sears 2 was planned next year. They're doing the toy animatronic next year in those Sears. So I cannot wait to see that one. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I got this one at Walmart for the price $24. Get this one. So I highly recommend. So be sure don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So thanks for watching and goodbye.